What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, today is Monday, Labor Day, so hopefully you guys are enjoying your 3-day weekend. Obviously, the markets are, as they have not moved at all, and the S&P 500 is still obviously closed until tomorrow, but that leaves us with a few interesting things that we have to go over. Now, we were tracking on XRP, if I jump to the hourly, like some sort of ascending triangle that was forming here, which actually just broke down. This is kind of what we expected to see happen here. You can see this big ascending fractal that we've been tracking for quite some time now on XRP's chart here on the hourly has filled in the gap enough, and we just confirmed closing below here, which was expected because if you jump to the daily now, you can see that we've been inside an even bigger descending fractal. So the ascending fractal broke us bearish. We rejected from top resistance. There's just not enough volume to get us higher. Let me just pull up the volume charts. I guess the volume charts are not here. Let me just open them up. Here we go. Much better. And you can see volume is very low, but it's now pulled us back inside the descending fractal, which is kind of what we expected. And there's a good chance it's going to continue to pull us down and fill in this gap here until we can confirm breaking outside the descending fractal, giving us a reason to either buy in for a long position or to short it. And this kind of goes with a lot of the cryptos. We're starting to see the S&P, which there's a good chance you might be able to tweak. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we could probably get away with moving it like this. It's just we're going to keep slowly extending it because these aren't closed markets, they're open markets. So they're constantly moving here just to kind of give us some wiggle room to see how exactly we're trading. And I do believe we're going to continue to scale lower until we can confirm, obviously, a break above this kind of sideways channel that we're trending inside. So we need to be a little bit patient there. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's continuing to stagnate out. If we jump to maybe the 4-hour, you guys can see once again, I don't know if there's a some sort of downtrend forming here. I'm trying to figure this out. It just doesn't look like one we can use, but there's some sort of pattern here, some sort of descending fractal that's forming here. You can kind of see it here. Maybe something like this, and here's support. Probably pull this lower, but you can see there's some sort of descending fractal that's just allowing lots of sideways stagnant market movement. And you can see at some point it's going to break soon. As you guys know, once again, we still are trending inside a sideways channel, so we need to get out of this in order to buy in with confidence. So that's kind of what we're leaning towards. But with that all being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, I just dropped my video this morning on Monday. Hopefully you guys are out of bed, finally. When I usually drop videos on Monday, we get a ton of views super early. Today, not so much. Probably because of the holiday, I'm not entirely sure, but you can see I just dropped this video here an hour ago, and we're starting to get some traction. So I would appreciate the support if you guys go check it out. It's talking about how the Fed is crashing the housing market, and it's quite interesting to hear about this. So definitely make sure to go check this out. Link is down in the description of today's video. Make sure to sub if you haven't already. But diving into the technical analysis, and to continue our conversation from earlier, let's just pull that up really quick. You can see top 10 cryptocurrencies were mainly just consolidating, not really seeing much movement at all. Down 0.19%, really is nothing much. Every crypto is pretty much consolidating below 1% or above 1%. And you can see we're not really doing much movement, as low as negative 1% and as high as 1%. Really, Bitcoin is not moving. Ethereum's not moving. The only one that's really moving is XRP and Cardano, which is down to 1 to 2% here. But again, it's nothing. It's really nothing. We're seeing a lot of this sideways consolidation for the most part here. Besides XRP, which broke out, if you can see some sort of ascending fractal here. And now we're starting to correct lower here. But all in all, markets are going to be slow and probably going to continue to be slow the rest of today because the S&P 500 is closed for Monday here. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest kind of decision maker for us, and we're hoping to see the S&P 500 kind of rebound off this tomorrow and start to correct back up. We could also maybe see some consolidation. All in all, guys, we're very low. We're trading now at 35. Just last week, we were trading up at 72 on the RSI. This is a big drop. From 73, 72, all the way down to 31 on the relative strength indicator. And this should be enough movement now to the downside here to help with a pretty substantial recovery to the upside. There's a lot of important things coming out this week. I think the 13th, we're going to find out CPI data for August, which is going to be quite important for the success of the markets here. especially if we come out lower than anticipated. I'm sure we can go look online now and probably get results from, they've probably calculated it by now a week out here. So I'll go check that out after today's video. But all in all, we're starting to correct lower, and there's a good chance, hopefully, that we can bounce off this and start to correct back to the upside here. That's truly what I'm waiting for. As for these other cryptocurrencies, it's going to be a lot of consolidation. It seems to be what's going on right now. We really just need confirmation outside of these channels. These are like kind of channels that we've been kind of just trending inside of for quite some time now. You can see this is the price ceiling. This is the price floor. We kind of just teeter-totter, ping-pong off this, bounce up and down until we're able to confidently break out. You can see this is pretty much the pattern of triple bottom before you're able to break out of this earlier here in July. Same thing with Ethereum. You can clearly see the triple bottom formation here and then a break. This was neckline, and this is still holding on to neckline here. Although Ethereum is much higher and there's room for us, much more room to go lower here, most of the cryptocurrencies are pretty low. And you can see that Bitcoin as well has had a triple bottom. It's just Ethereum that seems to be trading higher than before. The neckline is clearly important. The bottom support is clearly important, and we're just trending inside of this. So there's really not much we can do until we can get outside these sideways channels. We're trading low. I don't think now, really, we could fall lower, maybe just a little bit, and we would probably enter oversold here. But I think we're looking for a pretty substantial rebound. If we can retest this and break above, then there's a good chance we'll wick back up to about 20,000 or 20.7K, and then we'll probably go higher up to 22 to 26. Obviously, once again, if I extend our views outwards to get a more macroeconomic look, you can see we're in something much bigger. You can see we're in a much bigger descending fractal. This is what truly needs to be broken here. This major descending fractal forming on the weekly is what really needs to be broken before we can see any sort of substantial rally to the upside here. If we break through 19K here, it's not going to be too pretty because the next drop is closer to $12,000, and we really don't want to see that. However, if we can, hold this and break through this resistance here, if we can start to trend outside and get closer, and this is, into the beginning of October here, but if we can trend outside this, there's a very big chance we'll see a pretty substantial rally back up with the target closer to about 37K. I know that sounds, pretty crazy here, but a 37K rally is definitely a huge possibility, if not even higher, if we can break through the descending fractal that's forming here on Bitcoin. So you guys have to be patient long-term. Short-term, a similar thing's forming. So we have this major descending fractal on the weekly, and on the daily, we have a smaller short-term descending fractal on the daily, which is leading hopefully towards a bullish bias. Usually these descending fractals have a bullish bias, and we tend to swing to the upside here. So that's really what we're looking for. If this can allow us to breach resistance and we can start trending up, that would be even more exciting, and we should see an even faster move back to the upside here. But this applies to all the cryptos. You can see for XRP, we need to wait for XRP to break us through this sideways channel before we can do nearly anything. Same thing goes with Bitcoin here. We need to break through the descending fractal before we can do anything at all. And the S&P is kind of neck and neck now, finally caught out with these cryptos, and hopefully that correction back to the upside here, the bounce off bottom support, will lead us to a fast recovery within the markets here. That's truly what we're waiting for all these cryptos. Now, guys, as you know, the best cryptocurrency trading platform is Bityard. I use it all the time here. Not only do they offer things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Chainlink, they offer XRP, which is quite unique to exchanges here. So I highly recommend checking out Bityard. And if you do sign up, what's really cool, and why I recommend everybody to sign up, is not to trade on it. You don't just have to trade on it. If you can understand where I'm going with it, not only can you trade with real crypto, they offer demo, which is so unique to many websites here, or not to many websites here, but they give you $100,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills. This means you can trade with zero risk. You can see, hey, am I good at trading cryptocurrency as a beginner? Am I bad at trading it as a beginner? If you get good with trading, maybe 5, 6, 7 consecutive trades, a positive returns, then you'll be able to actually, there's a good chance on the 8th, 10th, or 11th trade that you'll actually be positive with real crypto. So it's like a stepping stone to get you comfortable, familiar with the website, how the website works, because nothing changes besides the Monopoly money that you use. What's even cooler is obviously they offer leverage. You can choose margin, long or short positions here. And the best thing too is when you do sign up with the link down in the description below, click on mystery box to get some free cryptocurrency for signing up. It's awesome that they offer this. I highly recommend you guys go check it out down in the description. With that all being said, that wraps up today's video. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel and my new one if you haven't already, my second channel, and turn on post notifications, smash the thumbs up button to support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.